Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is time for our free agency preview. We're going to take a look at a few team records now that we're 3 seasons in. Might take a quick look at this trading block, and we are going to get going right away with another episode of the Montreal Expos Out of the Park Baseball 25 series. So first things first, let's take a look at awards. Here are the gold gloves for the AL. You can see that we actually pulled 3 gold gloves. So you got Giolito. I always say Giolito. I get in my head about it. It's Lucas Giolito. Who's actually a free agent right now. Got it for the Athletics. Drew Romo for the Rockies. Romo is probably the best defensive catcher in the game. And it's been that way for a few seasons, for a few iterations of Out of the Park. So now, Julien at first. Vaughn Grisham at second. Kobe Mayo third. Ellie takes home the shortstop award. Chris Bryant has 2 straight left fielder gold gloves at his age 33 and age 34 season. Jose Siri for center, and Adolis for right. On the NL side, you got Wheeler, Jefferson Cuero, Christian Walker, Nico Horner, Nolan Arenado, Lindor, Mike Yastrzemski for the Dodgers, Michael Harris for the Braves, and Termar Johnson for the Pirates. Aaron Bummer takes home the AL Reliever of the Year award. It's interesting, he wasn't a closer. He was in like a stopper type role. Good for him. He pitched incredible. NL side, Jose Alvarado, 46 saves. Good for him. Sub-2 ERA. Silver Sluggers, we got Logan O'Hoppe at catcher. Charlie Condon gets the award for first base. Jackson Holliday for second. Kobe Mayo third. You can stop to see some of their stats if you want. Mayo topped 40 homers. Ellie for short with 58. Langford for left with 57. J-Rod in center, Tucker in right, and Rhys Hoskins is the DH spot. On the NL side, you got Ballesteros for the Cubbies, Freeman for the Dodgers, Merrill, Miguel Vargas at third. Miguel Vargas must have had a ton of extra base hits. Not really. Don't see how that's Silver Slugger material, but must have been weak third baseman options for the NL. Matt Shaw at short, Kelnick in left, Churio in center, and Acuna in right, and Shohei as a DH, topping 50 home runs. Rookie of the Year, Charlie Condon. Hell yeah, unanimous. Ballesteros is unanimous on the NL side. Brandon Hyde wins Manager of the Year for the Orioles. Craig Counsell wins it in the NL for the Cubbies. Noah Schultz takes home the AL Cy Young. Gilbert came close. He's got a couple first place votes, but Kumar Rocker's up there in the top 10. Good for him. Zach Wheeler. Actually, we'll take a quick look. 16-6, 237 Ks. We went over him. He was the league leader in a lot of pitching stats. Zach Wheeler takes it in the NL in a much closer race. Wheeler goes 14-6. Wheeler goes 203 Ks and almost 200 innings pitched. Ellie De La Cruz takes home MVP. Split votes with Wyatt Langford, so it wasn't unanimous. It was actually not super far apart in terms of the voting. Mayo third, Holiday fourth, J-Rod fifth. Ellie deserves it. He put up a crazy year. Langford wins it pretty much any other year, or even if you were just in the NL. Acuna takes it in a neck-and-neck race over Shohei in the NL. Has Shohei been a pitcher in this save? He has been. So Shohei actually has been a not great pitcher, but has been a pitcher. Okay, so now we're getting to the free agent side of things. Adolis Garcia, we gave him a qualifying offer. He declined. Adolis Garcia is a free agent. Jack Leiter got injured in an off-field event. He was changing a tire on the side of the road and sprained his knee. Let's take a look at the international free agent market. Rodolfo Fuentes, not really anything. Hitomi Fujiwara, same deal, not much. Oval is nothing. Takechi Honda actually could turn into something, although I don't see it likely. Tomokazu Yamaguchi, he's nothing. Vincent Cerda, he's legit. He's going to be an MLB player. Spindola, nothing. Sergio Manga out of Cuba, 6'4", 220. Super interesting build. He's a DH. He's a corner outfielder DH who gets on base. He's going to do everything but hit home runs. Can't really run the bases either, although he is fast. He can bunt. That's a super interesting build. I don't think he's going to fit in our team, especially at $16 million a year, but I'm going to be very interested to see how he does. Sosa Wihara, pretty good player. He's going to be in the MLB. Sergio Ibarra, nothing. Abeda, not really anything. And then Takamatsu. Takamatsu is actually pretty good. That's an MLB outfielder. He'll get a shot. We come over here. Adolis headlines the free agent class. Edwin Diaz is back in there for the 3rd straight year. David Bednar's in there. He's been very good. Sandy Alcantara struggled last year, got injured, but he's up there. Freddie Peralta's up there. He's a very good option for pitcher. Dustin May, another very good pitcher's up there. Luis Robert, an elite center fielder. Colin Poche, a great reliever. McCullers Jr.'s up there, good pitcher. And Tariq Skubal. So right off the bat, oh my goodness, I would love to add Tariq Skubal, former Cy Young winner in here. Wants almost $40 million. We cannot pull that off. So before we take a deeper look at free agency, I want to come over here to team history. I want to go to the history index. I just want to take a look. We're 3 seasons in. So as we can see, here are the career batting leaders and the single season. I'm just going to stop to point out a few that might seem interesting. Charlie Condon, highest batting average in team history. Single season and career. In terms of WAR, Ellie De La Cruz has the best single season, and the top 5 single seasons for WAR all occurred this year. That's awesome. Career WAR, it's Ellie, it's Adolis, and then it's already Charlie Condon. Games is Chris Bryant. Hits is Chris Bryant. Hits in a season is Ellie. Total bases in a season, Ellie. Overall, Adolis. Singles, Bryant. Doubles, Bryant. Bryant has the actual career and single season record for doubles. Triples is Ellie twice. Triples in a career is Ellie. Home runs is Adolis and Ellie, and then Chris Bryant. Stolen bases, Ellie. And Evan Carter for a single season. Walks, Chris Bryant. Strikeouts, Adolis and Ellie for the single season. So now let's take a look. Our pitching staff actually looks really good. We're really stout still. We'll change this back to a 5-man, move lighter over. Not much we need to add here, which is pretty good because we have to keep in mind the long-term extensions that we have already made. We come on over to the lineup now. Pretty good lineup. We're lacking at 2 spots. It is going to be right field and DH. In terms of right field, we can make it work because Brenton Doyle can go center, Carter can go right. That is something I'm totally comfortable with. DH, we need to look to add a DH. If we look over here at the system, we've got Ryland Thomas here. Ryland Thomas could be an option in the MLB in an outfield spot. Michael Braswell could come up and he could man something for us. James Beard looking pretty well. Other than that, it's Kevon Biggio, DJ Gladney, I guess, could. But other than that, we're not actually turning out a ton of prospect development. We got a lot of fringe MLB guys, which I guess makes a lot of sense in terms of the real world. A lot of players reach that fringe MLB level, but never farther. So that's kind of where we stand. We need a bat. We need probably 1 bat is all we need, and then we could probably use an arm, a reliever type guy. But we'll just see. We'll see what's available. We'll see how we stack up funds-wise. This says we have 63 for this year, 44 for next year. So we could try to go pretty big. We could try to bring in a big bat if there are any available. Waiver wire. I'm not thinking there's going to be anything on the waivers right now yet. So we'll just come over here. We'll outline a few guys that we may look to snag. We're not going to go with a compensation FA. I don't want to give up anything in that regard. It could be a Adolis that we just look to bring back. It could be Nick Castellanos. Nick Castellanos had a pretty good year last year. He still got some decent batting stats. Especially splits against lefties. Still kills it against lefties. Nathaniel Lowe could be an option. He's better against righties. He doesn't really bring the power that Castellanos would. Castellanos would bring some memes too. We could do that. Jorge Soler. Soler's there. Once again, better against lefties than righties, but brings some big time power. Christian Walker. Christian Walker is a great personality. He's a legit option. He's decent against both. Not really great against either though. Greg Allen's not an option. Brian Anderson's not an option. Orlando Arcia. We had him in that first year. We got him in the expansion draft. I don't really think that he's a viable option, but could be someone that we consider. Josh Bell, the ageless Josh Bell in OOTP, always a great role player, never a great player. Put up a quite respectable career, though, top 200 homers. He could be an option. Probably not Bellinger. We gave Bellinger his run last year. He disappointed with it. We'll probably let him move on and find a new home. Alec Boehm. I am an Alec Boehm fan. I think he's a very good player in real life. I think he's a very good role player in real life. He's not what we're looking for. We're looking for an impact bat. He's more of that 7, 8, 9 spot. Vidal Brujan's not what we want. Lawrence Butler's not what we want. Candelario could be an option. Really good against righties. He could be an option. Jake Cave, Iowan Choi, no. Conforto could be an option. I know at this point I'm just kind of throwing out names to you guys and just saying he could be an option. I just want to show you guys the kind of line of thinking that I have. Duvall, if he were younger and got on base better. Sandro Fabian, he was good for us, but hasn't really been doing well in the MLB. Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo's a gold glover in the outfield. Joey Gallo's a fun option that we could look to snag, especially against righties. Against lefties, kind of doesn't hit the ball enough. Goldie for a DH spot, that would more just be a nostalgia spot. Trot him out. He was really bad last year. He has fallen off the cliff. I think Goldie probably should have retired after this past year. Haniger, Ian Happ. 7 million. Ian Happ's pretty good. And he's a guy that can man infield and outfield. Brandon Lowe, Ramon Laureano, Gavin Lux, Austin Meadows. A lot of really good role players. Makata, Cedric Mullins. A lot of really good role players. We have options for that spot in the outfield. We will see what we do. George Springer's a fun one. We could even look to bring in one of the Japanese imports. We've got our work cut out for us there. We got 2 open spots. Only one that is really urgently needed, and that'd be the DH spot. Other than that, we can look to have a little fun with it. And maybe bring in a couple of guys to battle it out in the pre-season. So we're going to take a look at pitchers now. Much less pressing of a need. I would love to get Scooble, but that is just too much money. Maybe if he's available come like January or so, and that has dropped to about 30 million, we'll consider it, because, I mean, he is an elite pitcher. We've got Bueller, who I think is a little too much for the caliber of pitcher he is. Yuki Matsui is a fun one. We might like to bring him in. 9 million is not too bad for an elite reliever. Freddie Peralta only wants 15. McCullers. Joe Jimenez is an elite reliever that we could look to add. Pierce Johnson's got some crazy stuff. That'd be a 1-year deal, though, getting up there in age. Kobe Allard always catches the eye. Graham Ashcraft, no, not quite what we're looking for. Bender, no. Tanner Beebe. Tanner Beebe's a fun one. Once again, we got a bunch of options here. Could look to bring in an elderly Aroldis Chapman. Jarrell Cotton, Nabil Chrismat, Zach Eflin, Sir Anthony Dominguez. Eflin actually could be really interesting. That great control. Beatty. Satomi Fujiwara. No, he's the one who just came over. Michael Fulmer, though. Michael Fulmer used to be a top 10 prospect in baseball coming out of the Detroit system. I remember when he came up. He was supposed to be one of the next great pitchers. We've got options there. Sonny Gray. What a fun career for Sonny Gray. Yeah, we've got plenty of options. Kimbrel here. Oh yeah, Nick Lodolo, Matt Manning, German Marquez, Ronaldo. Yeah, we've got fun options here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to hit free agency. We're going to check back in. Maybe end of January, right around that start of preseason. We're going to go over everything that's happened, everyone that we have signed. We'll go over the Hall of Fame. And if there's anything else you guys want me to show, just let me know. Thank you very much. Tune in next time.